You moved all the way back there. I missed it, huh? Okay. Folks, how are we doing? Hopefully my voice will do this. Who is new today to the class? 1, 2, is that it? Okay. So what you can do is, you're new too?
Yeah.
You just remember?
Sorry.
So, if you haven't seen my face before, you're new. Okay, so one of the things here is you'll help, your neighbors will help you through this. We'll go today through, answer all your questions and make sure that everybody's up and running. I'll go through collaborations, roles, information systems, CIO, hardware. We'll go over FinTech. We'll go over the homeworks that we'll have. And we'll answer any of your questions that you have. Okay, so first let me just get started. I'm going to go to my Creator Studio. And we'll see if everything works. I'm going to go to my live stream. I'm going to go to events. And you see here 128, 6:30. I'm going to start my Hangouts on air. That's my collaboration. And one of the things that I mentioned to many of you before, this is going to be, you remember how everyone is in groups? I'm in everybody's group and we're one big group together. So one of the things that we're going to look at in class is a way in which we're going to help each other. I make mistakes all the time. So one of your jobs is to correct me with the mistakes that I have. So one of the things that I have to do is I'm going to try to record my screens so we can review it again and we can think about the idea of collaboration that other people think can come in. So what's the first thing that you always have to remind me? There's a couple of things. What are they? First of all, I have to start my broadcast, and what else? My voice is getting a bit, so what else do you have to remind me? To mic myself, okay? So one of the things that I hope you'll do is class participation is counted in this class, and part of class participation, hopefully I can get the mic going. Is I want to lower this. One of the things about class participation, if you find problems that I do, mistakes that I do, I call that class participation. Okay? So one of the things that we'll make sure is that my mic works. What is your name again?
Sydney.
Sydney. Do me a favor, Sydney. Go to the phone here and see where it says, it'll say like internet access support, and call them and tell them that we need batteries for the mic. Okay? So one of the things we want to check here is to make sure, and it's red. You see there's like a button there, right on top, the one above. Yeah. No, right there. The second one. No, down. What does it say?
Please.
No, I don't want to call the police.
Okay, support.
Yeah, internet.
Oh.
See if that answers. Okay? And tell them that we're in 317 and we need batteries for the mic.
Hi, we're in Julie 317 and we need more batteries for the mic. Thank you.
Thanks. Okay, so we'll get the guy here. Thank you so much. Okay, so we'll work together. Okay, so I'm starting. You got it? I'm starting the broadcast. And what I want to do is I want to share my screen. And I'm going to say share my screen here. And where should this be broadcasting? Where should this be broadcasting? How can you find the broadcast? Anybody remember? How can you find the broadcast? I can go to Steam It. Let's see here. This will work. Steam It at the Psycho. What's my phone number? Anybody remember what my cell number is?
305 the Psycho.
It's not 305.
It's just
But what are the numbers? What? Well, look. 8, what? 4, 3. Okay, so we can think about that. And at Steam at the Psycho, we can see here, it's usually going to be by the date and the time of the class. So if we went to the date and the time of the class, we should see 2 URLs. URL stands for Universe Resource Locator, and it's the YouTube, watch, and then there's a long URL. So my question for you today is, what's the difference between the short URL of watch versus the long one? Any ideas? The short URL is that anyone can watch it, and the long URL is anyone can participate. So basically what we can do is, if you weren't able to make it and you wanted to participate, you would go to the long URL. If you wanted to just view it, you could go to the short. In terms of the short, how many people can it hold to view this? How many? Everybody understand the question? What's the question?
How many can the short URL hold?
Yeah, how many can view it at one time? Unlimited. So we can have millions, right? We're so popular, right? We can have millions, and then you know what? We'll be in this together, so we'll share in the profits. So how much should we charge? If we get 1 million people, we can charge $1, right? Of viewing, and let's split it up, right? And you'll participate, right? You're already calling the basically information system. You're setting up the phone. Basically, we can set it up as a blockchain, and everybody that contributes can share in the profits. So maybe that's what we'll do in this. But before we even do this, let's do this. Let's take a quiz. All right, we haven't been together for a while, so let's take a quiz. Pass the sheets around. Take one, each of you, and we'll do a quiz. How does that sound? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And if you don't do well on this quiz, I suggest, I won't be embarrassed, I won't be insulted, that you gather yourself.